I give you Ford's new Fusion Energy. This vehicle is classified as a plug-in hybrid, and it actually has the most range of any plug-in hybrid on the market.
The C-Max Energy is a 5-passenger vehicle that comes in one luxurious trim level. It's going to be comparable to that of the hybrid SEL model. Standard with a plush leather interior with heated front seats, intelligent access with push-button start. It also has sync with My Ford Touch. Now the advantage you're going to get out of the Energy is that it has the ability to drive further and faster on battery power alone.
The vehicle truly has a high-tech powertrain, but to you, the driver, it's no different than your current vehicle. Simply turn it on, gas it up. When it comes time to charge, come over here, plug it in. The factory gives you a 110-volt charging station, which will charge in about 7 hours. It's got leather-wrapped shift knob, leather-wrapped steering wheel, dual automatic climate control, automatic rain sensing wipers. These are all standard features on the vehicle.
The Fusion inside, it's got the same amenities, same, so you don't lose out on anything by going to the Energy. Now in the back, you have seating for 3 across the back. The closest competitor, the Chevy Volt, only has 2 in the back.
You get 21 miles on an electric charge and 620 miles between a full tank of gas and electric. You get 100 mpge, which stands for miles per gasoline gallon equivalent, and 108 mpge in the city.
C-Max Energy provides a comfortable, fun driving experience. The Ford C-Max Energy is the perfect car to meet your driving needs.
The winner of our first EV walk-around competition is Nicole Smith. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Before the contest was announced, I mean, the way that I was selling Energies before was not to. You know, it's a very intimidating buyer that comes to this car in the first place, and if you don't have the product knowledge that's there, I mean, you're just not going to be able to sell anything. So I'm glad that I had a platform and some motivation, you know, to go out there and learn about this product, so that way it gives me another vehicle to sell.
And that's because this is the 2015 Ford Focus Electric, and it doesn't use a single lick of gas. Let's hop behind the wheel and check this out. Now here in the cabin, you've got pretty much standard fare Ford Focus interior. You've got the My Ford Touch infotainment system here, and you can check out our previous reviews of the standard Focus to see our sort of so-so feelings about that. But over here, you've got a very interesting My Ford Touch instrument cluster. On one side, you've got a mirror of your infotainment data, and on the other side, you've got a variety of tools that are going to help you mine the car's battery life and range. You have a bunch of different views you can kind of scroll through using this D-pad on the steering wheel, and that's going to let you see things like the historical data and how much battery life is currently left. All of these systems are going to be built around what Ford calls a range budget. And that's at the beginning of every trip, this computer is going to evaluate your range and give you an idea of how much range you can expect to get. And as you drive and turn on the climate control system or step on the throttle a little too much, it's going to add or subtract from that range to let you know how good you're doing. Now when you plug the Ford Focus Electric into the wall using its charging port right there on the front fender, that electricity is going to come into the onboard charger, where it's going to be converted and then sent back into the trunk to a 23 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, where it's going to be stored. That process is going to take anywhere between 3.6 hours and 20 hours, depending on whether you use a 240-volt fast charger or just plug it into the wall in your garage. Now when you're ready to hit the road, the Focus's 107 kilowatt electric motor, which is underneath the onboard charger, is going to pull that power from the battery pack, put about 143 horsepower to the road and about 184 pound-feet of torque. You're good for about 81 miles according to the EPA if you drive it with a nice light foot. Now as is the case with most electric vehicles, map the pedal on this thing and you'll find that it takes off with a lot more gusto than you think a wimpy green eco car probably should. And that's because electric vehicles deliver all of their torque instantaneously. There's no winding up to maximum torque at 4,500 RPM like you have in a gasoline engine. It's all there, all immediately. Of course, you won't want to do a lot of pedal matting in this vehicle if you want to get anywhere near the 81 miles prescribed range by the EPA. Now, there are a lot of advantages to driving an EV. I mean, it's a green car, there's a lot of torque, but there are a couple of compromises that come along with it. In the back of your head, or always kind of keeping an eye on the range and looking for places that you can potentially charge the vehicle, and then, of course, paying attention to a lot of auxiliary systems that are going to have an impact on the range that may not affect a gasoline vehicle. I mean, I've never paid attention to what I set my climate controls to before I got into an EV, and I saw that turning the air conditioning on takes about a 5-mile hit off your estimated range. Now, I think part of the appeal of the 2015 Ford Focus Electric is, well, that it doesn't draw a lot of attention to itself. It looks like a regular hatchback. Aside from the smaller grille and this charging port right here, no one's going to be able to tell that you're saving the world 1 gallon of gas at a time. I kind of like flying under the radar in that way. The other thing I like is the price, and it's easy to price this 2015 Ford Focus Electric because there are no options. $29,170 gets you out the door, but there are thousands of dollars in tax incentives